Hello, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to view this presentation. With all the changes that are happening this year, including the new GAT rate, the phase-in of the corporate rates, the new SIP offer, and the new contract, we've been getting a lot of questions on how all these new variables play a role in making a retirement decision. To address your questions, we have put together the AT&T Midwest Craft Pension Update. And it is our hope that after going through the next several slides, that you will be in a better position to make an informed decision on your future. My name is Ryan Dragstrom, and I am one of the financial advisors at Voyage Financial Group. Voyage specializes in working with AT&T folks. Currently, we have over 700 clients. The majority of them are former workers of the phone company. And our focus has always really been about one thing: to deliver world-class advice and service. Also, a little bit later, Kurt Anderson will also be presenting. He is another one of the financial advisors at Voyage Financial Group. The GAT rate for 2012 is 3.02%. So starting back on January 1st, 2012, and continuing on through March 31st, 2012, your pension lump sum will be calculated using the GAT rate only. So we have great news. Since your lump sums are still being calculated using only the GAT rate in the first quarter of 2012, your lump sums are going way up. For non-management, last year's rate was 4.19%. The new rate is a decrease by 1.17%, which will increase lump sums by approximately 13 to 18% in the first quarter of 2012. So what does this mean to you? The lower GAT rate for 2012 is fantastic news because your pension will increase. For someone with $450,000 lump sum payout, this gain will approximately be $67,500 by waiting until this first quarter to retire. The increase is a result of the lower GAT rate as well as the contractual pension band increase of 2% that started back on January 1st. Please keep in mind that this is a hypothetical example and your situation may be different.
Thanks, Ryan. This is Kurt Anderson, another financial advisor at Voyage Financial Group. As we've been at many of the AT&T garages, talked to many of your coworkers, and been at other AT&T locations, we have heard a lot of questions and misinformation from many of your coworkers over the last couple of months. The rumor mill has come up with some outrageous ideas about what might happen to your pension with the phase-in of the new corporate interest rates. And many AT&T employees are fearful of the ominous phase-in of the new corporate interest rates. Here are a couple of things we have heard at Voyage from the AT&T rumor mill. My pension lump sum is going down by $135,000 in April. The pension lump sum is going away. In April, 25% of my pension turns into a monthly annuity, and I have to retire before April 2012 because my pension is changing. But we do have some good news. The immediate impact of the phase-in will not be very dramatic, and now we'll go into more details. Now let's take a look at what will happen starting April 1st until the end of the year in 2012. The PPA interest rate begins and makes the calculating your pension lump sum a little bit more complex. The new rate has commonly been referred to as the corporate composite bond rate, or the corporate rate, or the PPA interest rate. They are all referring to the same rate, which the official name is the Pension Protection Act interest rate, or the PPA interest rates. And how this all came about, when Congress passed the Pension Protection Act of 2006, this allowed companies like AT&T to change the interest rate factor when calculating your pension lump sum, and this was agreed upon in the last contract in June of 2009. And so what does this mean? For non-management, your phase-in begins April 1. It'll have 75% GAT rate and 25% PPA interest rates. The PPA interest rates are actually three different rates based on short-term, which is 1.99%, medium-term, which is 4.47%, and long-term, which is 5.26%. And these are all factored on duration for those corporate interest rates and those corporate bonds in that category. Each AT&T employee will have a different interest rate blend based on life expectancy. Bottom line, the phase-in of the PPA interest rates on April 1st, 2012 will have a modest impact on your lump sum. For most AT&T employees, the pension lump sum will reach its peak value on March 31st, 2012, and then decrease slightly, maybe 0.5% to 3%. However, keep in mind that even after April 1st, your pension lump sum will be significantly higher than it was if you would have retired in 2011. Here we included a life expectancy table from the IRS website. They factor your pension based on life expectancy and the PPA interest rates. Here's an example. For a 55-year-old that has a life expectancy of 29.6 years, life expectancy affects how much your pension is affected. The older you are, the less your pension is affected. You don't have to use as much of the long-term rates. Here is an example of pension estimates calculated from the Fidelity website. These scenarios are for someone that is 59 years old with over 30 years of service. In scenario 1, if he stops working by the end of 2011, his pension would be $433,000. In scenario 2, if he works just one more day and retires January 1st, 2012, he gets the new GAT rate plus a 2% pension band increase. His pension goes from $433,000 to $501,500. So that is a huge jump of 15.8% from 2011 to January 1st, 2012. Now if we take a look at scenario 3, we can see what happens on April 1st, 2012 with the phase-in of the PPA interest rate. His lump sum goes down to $492,000, which is down from its peak value in March 2012, but still 13.6% higher from 2011. Now looking ahead at several key dates for the PPA phase-in. Now until March 31st, 2012, it will continue to be 100% GAT rate. Starting April 1st, 2012, it will be 25% PPA interest rate and 75% GAT rate. January 1st, 2013, it will be 50% GAT rate and 50% PPA interest rate based on November 2012 interest rates. January 1st, 2014, 25% GAT rate and 75% PPA interest rates based on November 2013 posted rates. And then January 1st, 2015, there'll be 100% PPA interest rates based on the posted rates from November 2014.
Thanks, Kurt. This is Ryan again, and a few final thoughts. The decision to retire can be complicated. Although important, the pension lump sum is only one of many significant factors that you should consider in planning for retirement. Others are a SIP or a VSIP offer, quality of life, your required retirement income, the expiring AT&T IBEW contract, the length of time until you qualify for Social Security benefits, your current financial situation. To help AT&T employees, Voyage Financial Group has developed an AT&T pension and benefit workshop that addresses many of these issues. We've also put together a free educational packet with useful information, including Retiring from AT&T, a step-by-step guide, AT&T retirement facts, and 401k sample allocations. Voyage has helped thousands of people better understand their retirement decisions. We construct detailed financial plans for our clients, analyzing these and other factors to help you understand your current financial situation and create a roadmap for your retirement. If you would like to get a detailed retirement plan from Voyage Financial Group at no cost or obligation, call us at 877-353-8999. Thank you for viewing this presentation, and we look forward to the possibility of working with you in the near future.